Today we got another early review of the Air Jordan 4 Craft Olive. Welcome back to Kicks on Kicks, my channel where I review sneakers, and today we're looking at the Jordan 4 Craft in the olive colorway. These are dope. So the Craft line at the Jordan brand, basically putting a bunch of premium materials or mixtures of materials on familiar Air Jordan models. We've had Jordan 1 Crafts, Jordan 2s, 3s, and we had a pair of Jordan 4 Crafts already. In fact, I reviewed them. We also had a pair of Jordan 5 Crafts. We haven't had a Jordan 3 Craft, although the Palominos I feel like could have been right there. But anyway, I reviewed the other pair of Craft 4s, but now we've got the same shoe in a different colorway, and I think I like this better. So we're going to talk all about the shoe. I'll show you the packaging. We'll look at some legit checking indicators, and then we'll get off this video and on to the next. So let's go ahead and start this one off with a view from the bottom up. Taking a look at that outsole. It's a very familiar standard Air Jordan 4 outsole. We've got the black herringbone here in the middle. We've got a really soft, like forest green here on the toe and the heel, and then we've got white right here with like a pale vanilla on this Jumpman, and that same sort of pale vanilla on this little contrast pod right here. So moving on up to the midsole. Our midsole is an all over sail midsole, cream sail. I don't know what we're calling it these days, but that's what it is. Nice neutral tone, broken up with a nice contrast piece from this black rubber that sort of extends from the outsole, from the outsole to make its way up toward the upper. And speaking of, the upper is really where it's at on this shoe, and let's go ahead and break it down. So we've got, like I said, quite the mix of materials on this upper. So we've got a nice blotchy olive green nubuck on the toe box, and going toward mid panels. We've got a pretty high-haired suede, also in an olive green. Nice movement, nice contrast there. That same suede on the tongue and toward the lace holes. So we've got that there. Before we look at more materials, let's talk about this caging. So the caging on your side panel as well as on your tongue. Normally on a Jordan 4, you see a plastic cage, and on this Craft line, just like on the previous colorway, there's no plastic on this, but you do get like this suede with these little indentions. It's almost like someone just pressed that plastic in there and then took it off, and this is what you were left with. Like somebody's made an impression in some Play-Doh or something. Anyway, so we talked about the olive suede, the nubuck. We've also got on the wings right here, we got this black cracked leather, which is nice. And then we've got this patch right here that is also in that same suede. On the eyelets as well as the heel of the shoe, instead of like a straight up regular plastic, you've actually got a smoky translucent gray on the eyelet plastic and on the heel. So this little tab, this back tab, I can see through. I don't know if you can get that effect on camera, but it's there, which is really cool. And speaking of, you'll notice that the panels don't exactly line up. So right here on the back, you can see the suede is on this side, on the medial side of the shoe, and the nubuck is on the lateral, which is a very cool look. Honestly, man, this shoe, I wasn't super crazy about the first colorway, but what sold me was the materials when it finally got to me in person. And this one, I like the materials just as much, but also the fact that it's a fall color, these heavier materials just make a lot of sense to me for the fall season. I'm throw these on maybe with some khakis, maybe with, the khaki colored denim and, a bomber jacket and so on, right? Like these will go. Now, these are obviously going to draw a lot of comparisons to the undefeated Jordan 4s just because of the colorway But I mean, you could probably just throw in some orange laces if you wanted to give it that pop. Undefeated is going for like, what, $25,000. So if you wanted a similar look, this is definitely a shoe to go for. Nobody's going to mistake it for the Undefeated, but still, similar colors and more accessible to everybody is a win in my book. Under your tongue, Air Jordan, upside down, as always. I will say that this tongue is kind of fat. And since we're talking about that, let's go ahead and look at the box and then talk about legit checking real quick. So, these came to me in a standard Air Jordan 4 flight box. You go, spackling down here, all, standard things. Air Jordan 4 Retro SE, medium olive, pale vanilla, khaki, black, sail. Got these in a size 9 because I wear a size 9. It's my true size. Inside the box, just your standard spackled paper and nothing else. Do get your YDM stickers and whatnot, but that's it. One thing I did notice, this shoe did not come with a hang tag. And I don't remember if the other ones came with a hang tag. I don't know if Jordan 4s are coming with hang tags anymore, but it's just something I noticed because I'm so used to seeing hang tags coming with Jordan 4s and these didn't have any. Is that a legit checking indicator? I don't know. These shoes aren't set to release until December 2nd. So I have a very sneaking suspicion that every pair we've seen online is not legit. So as far as things that I would look out for, I think the tongue very well could be one of those like dead giveaways. The tongue on the Jordan 4s has been slimming down a lot recently, and this one is kind of fat. So that's one detail that I would look out for to see when the retails arrive, what that looks like on those. Other than that, you're going to be hard pressed to find things to look out for in advance of a release date. My advice to you, if you're looking for an authentic pair, just wait a while, before the pairs, ahead of the pair's release date, maybe about 2 months, a month before. Then you'll be able to tell like what's what and start seeing differences between some of these super early pairs and the normal early pairs, if you will. All in all, though, this is a dope shoe. I like it a lot, and I think you will as well. Definitely a dope shoe for the fall. Grab it wherever you can grab it, and I'll see y'all in another review real soon. Till then, peace.